Friends, relatives, strangers, and enemies, I do love patriotic music, and that song America really brings a lot of patriotic feelings to me. You know, it helps me get through sometimes with the rough period of time when I'm worried about what's going on in the world. And with Barack Obama as president, that's ever more on the increase. And that's why I find myself here on the Texas Conservative channel, discussing the things that I do and telling reviewers the things that I tell them. Now, there's a lot going on in the news. We've got Michael Moore in the news. We've got issues with the Palestinians. We've got Jimmy Carter in the news. And we've got Barack Obama winning the Nobel Peace Prize. So there are all kinds of things to talk about and so little time to do it. So I might as well get right to it. Michael Moore, I know you're out there somewhere. I want you and your followers to understand that socialism is crap. And the only difference between socialism and communism is that the socialists want to do it by ballot box. The communists want to do it by military force. What they both want to apply to the lives of citizens is the idea that everybody's tied together, something for nothing. Everybody's lives is tied to the fortunes of somebody else in a socialist society. In a capitalist society such as ours, Michael Moore, you and Bill Maher, one big-nosed liberal elitist idiot, and one fat-ass socialist slob, the both of you need to listen to this about capitalism. Now, capitalism goes hand in hand with freedom. You cannot separate the two. Socialism goes hand in hand with communism. They're inherently bound together. It's their nature. It's the nature of both. Now, in America, what makes it so powerful is that there is a rich, a middle, and a poor class. Yes, you said it, folks. I'm not saying I wish ill upon the lives of Americans, but the fact that there is a poor class, a poorer class that needs to work, you've got people needing money and people having money, and what it creates is a powerful economic machine that it's sufficient enough that it supplies revenue, sustains America, and keeps our place, at least for right now, as the most powerful nation on earth. So you don't want to award something for nothing. You don't want to take ownership from the people that own things and hand them out to people that don't, as socialism does, as they've done in Venezuela with potato head Hugo Chavez. You know, what a bunch of fucking idiots they are down there. So socialism is outright flawed in its nature. It's, you know, I'm not going to give up my freedom. And Michael Moore, you fat slob, you like to bitch and complain about 12, 13 million Americans not having health insurance. Well, I'm one of those. I'm a middle-class citizen. I'm one of those that doesn't have health insurance, but I pay my medical bills. If I go to the emergency room, I send them money. And if I go to the doctor, I pay it there. And if I can't do it, I charge it until I can. That's the way things are done. Now, how in the hell is it that if I can't afford to go down there and, you know, pay for it right then, like most of Americans at the emergency room, then how the hell am I going to be forced to go out? I damn sure can't afford to go out and buy it on a weekly or monthly basis, especially if I'm not sick. What flawed and stupid communist reasoning. Don't try and claim, you fat slob, Michael Moore, that you know what's best for Americans and for poor Americans. Hell, you're going along with Barack Obama's idea of throwing them in jail or a $25,000 fine. Now, how hypocritical is that? You damn well know that it is. And then, of course, here on the Texas Conservative Channel, it's my job to point it out, and I will. Now, there's other news. You know, you've got the Palestinian land. I want the radical Islamic thugs out there, you stupid radical Islamists, that the land that you're bitching about, the land that you're saying you're being put off of, the land that you say the Israelis are settling on, here is a news flash, you idiots, you Arab idiots, and all you Arab support Hamas and Hezbollah and Iranians. You know, hell, you're Persians. What the hell you doing supporting these idiots? Y'all are nuts. This land never belonged to the Palestinians in the first place, so they've got no room to bitch. And you heard it here on the Texas Conservative Channel. It belonged to the land of the Ottoman Empire and Theodore Herzl. And the Jewish government, with help from the United States, bought up those lands. There's no sin in that. Those lands the Palestinians belong to really were financed by the United States, my taxpayers, and some people in Europe. So, it's not land owned by the Palestinians. They're just eating, sleeping, and shitting on it. That's all that's taking place. And of course, I have to point it out. Wikipedia that, folks. Wikipedia, the stupid approach of the radical Islamists. Now, don't forget, folks, tonight, live on stickem.com, www.stickem.com/JVBJASPERTX at 6 p.m., you'll be able to see the Texas Conservative Channel live, where I'm going to talk about these issues to no end for an hour at least. Now, here on the Texas Conservative Channel, on all three avenues, MySpace, Stickem.com, and YouTube, I'm going to start handing out the liberal, elitist, idiot of the week. That's right, folks. I'm going to hand out the label. Every week, we're going to have a label put on some liberal, elitist idiot, and there's a lot of them. And to start it off, this Sunday's liberal, elitist idiot of the week is Thorbjorn Jagland. He's the committee chairman for the Norwegian Nobel Peace Prize Committee. And normally I would just do one idiot, one liberal elitist idiot who can be in the U.S. or outside the U.S., Europe, and whatnot. But to start it off with, he's going to co-label. He's getting the co-label. His co-idiots is the entire Norwegian Parliament. That's right, folks. Here on the Texas Conservative Channel, I'm calling Thorbjorn Jagland a stupid idiot. He's a liberal elitist son of a bitch, you know, with the way he hands out the Nobel Peace Prize and who he hands it to. And I'm also faulting the Norwegian Parliament, who appoints the Norwegian Nobel Peace Prize Committee. All of y'all are co-liberal elitist idiots. Now, why can't you hand out the prize to somebody that makes a difference, somebody that goes in and sets people free and creates a peace? You know, like Bush or somebody like that. That's the kind of prize that should be handed out. You know, this crap you're handing out here is exactly that. Crap. And I got to point it out here on the channel. Stay tuned tonight on Stickem.com, live tonight on my show, where I'm going to offer the Texas Conservative peace proposal. It has to do with Palestinians and Iran, so don't forget to see that tonight. It's real important. Every eye wants to see it, and every ear should hear it. Friends, relatives, strangers, and enemies. Now, of course, the following Sunday, we'll have another liberal elitist idiot of the week. I'll stamp some other label on some other son bitch that's trying to screw America up. We'll talk about Jimmy Carter. I'm going to talk about the prisoners getting let out of Gitmo while, you know, American politicians want to put their fellow Americans in jail for not having health insurance. Man, this Democrat Party, I'm going to talk about it to no end, folks. I'm going to talk about it to no end. So, you want to catch these things. We want to catch these things on the Texas Conservative Channel and the three avenues of message where I talk about the failures of the Democrat Party and the flaws of the radical Islamists. www.myspace.com/thetexascon, www.youtube/JVBJASPERTX, and tonight on stickem.com, www.stickem.com/JVBJASPERTX, where you can catch live Texas conservative episodes. So be there. Be there tonight where I talk about the failures of the Democrat Party. See you then.